All right, I'm here, family. Hello, 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 hello. Your girl is here, okay, to do this world reading. All right. As you guys know, I've been doing the world reading and now for a bunch of years, back to back, right? So since probably like I want to say like 2022 or 2021, I was doing the world readings and so forth then, but pretty much just using tarot. And today I am going to use some tarot, but I am going to use a lot of oracle as well. So that's what we're going to get into. Hey, sis. Glad you're here. And so I do have some topics in reference of the world reading that we're going to do today. Okay, so the main topics that I have today is 5 topics, and you guys, if you come into the room and you want to ask a question or you want me to ask a question in reference of the ancestors, put it in the chat. But what I have is about the health of America, like will we have another pandemic, and if so, what will it be around? I have about the economy, which entails IRS information and the crypto or digital currency, the government. People want to know about 47 and Musk and how that's going to pan out. And then I also have the real estate market. Okay, so those are the 5 things that I have on my list in reference of what people have asked me to talk about or asked about. So we're going to start with this list. And then if you have any other things that you want me to ask about, I will bring that out as well. All right. So let's get to it. Okay. Because I don't want to be here all day. These world readings can get pretty long. Okay. Hold on. Let me clean my hands. Some Florida water on. And I'm going to get a little bit more specific in reference of these world topics today. I am going to be pulling a lot from different decks, right? A lot of my oracle decks, my ancestor deck, and I'm going to talk a little bit from the ladder in reference to what I get, okay, for each question. And we're going to go from there. All right. It's basically me elevating spiritually to be able to bring more information, right, of what we are to expect. All right. So the first thing that I'm gonna start with is about the health pandemic or any type of pandemic that may come, or the health of America, right? So that was the main question I had first on my list that people wanted to know about what was to come. So that's what we're gonna ask about, right? So first thing I want to do, I'm gonna pull some of my ancestor cards and see what we get around that, and go from there. All right. I hope everybody is doing well out there that sees this after the reading, right? And that's okay too, because I know this is on a Sunday and I know it's on a Super Bowl Sunday, so I know hardly ain't nobody gonna be here because people get ready to party and all of that. I won't be doing none of that. I will be doing readings. All right. All right. So let's see what the ancestors say. Let's do a quick prayer. Ancestors, we come to you humbly. We ask for a hedge of protection, a bubble of love around me, around the collective, and those that see this video and hear the sound of my voice. Ancestors, I ask that you bring peace where there's chaos in this world and bring love where there is hate in this world. Ancestors, change the mindset, change the perception of those that are in this world with hate in their heart. Ancestors, change those that also need healing. Ancestors, send healing energy to them as we send it to you in the spiritual realm. We send peace and love and harmony to you as we want that here on this earth. Ancestors, we ask that you guide us and give us information, confirmation, and any clarification in the answers that we seek. Ancestors, in the name of all of our ancestors, known and known, unknown and known, ashe, ashe, ashe. And so it is. All right. So let's get to the first. Hey, Fatima. Let's get to the first question, which is about the health of Okay. That flew across the table as soon as I said it. The health of the United States. I guess I'm supposed to take that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna put it back. Okay, that was a lot though. But the first thing I seen was the Gemini energy, and I'm seeing a lot here in reference of which is our Earth, which is our living conditions anyway. But let's see what the ancestors state in reference of the health pandemic. Okay. So let's see what the ancestors tell us. All right, and then we'll move into some of the other cards. The health or any other pandemic, the health of America or any other pandemic, ancestors speak through the cards. What is it that we need to know about any other pandemics that will be coming? Will we have a pandemic that is coming, ancestors? And if so, what do we need to know about a pandemic for the United States of America? A pandemic. Thank you, ancestors. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely a yes, and it will be some type of restriction. The pandemic this time, though, family, is looking like it's definitely something about health. Okay. And it looks like to me, this is all about, I hate to say it, but what came out is definitely in reference of like the LGBT community. It's like around that community in a way, because it's all about the, genitalia. So that's like, your sexual parts, like what you do with your sexual parts, how you want to do with your sexual parts. It's like the ancestors is saying there's a lot of havoc, there's a lot of things that's coming down on that in reference of shining the light on that in reference of people not maybe even, doing things that they really don't have no business doing. Or it is also giving me the energy of, because I'm getting Saturn. So it's like Saturn is all about restrictions. So it's like the pandemic may not be a pandemic. It may be, yeah, it could be a pandemic. Let me not say that. Let me say that the way that I'm picking up on this is it may be some type of diseases around that situation, or sexual transmuted diseases and things like that may get out of hand. And this is why, right? Because of that community. Is what it's showing. I don't know why. I don't know why this is coming out like that. I have to be honest in the message, and I can ask again in another deck, but that's what I'm getting. It's like, and even not even with the not even just with the LGBT, but people actually receiving sexual transmuted diseases, or things like that. Also, I'm feeling health issues around those areas from doing, lusting, sexual desires and things like that, where you doing things and you trying to hide it, but then you get karma behind it as well. Clarity on the spread that's here in reference of the pandemic. I don't know why this is coming out like that. I mean, but I have to tell you what the answers is saying. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like to repeat what the ancestors is throwing out, but I have to state the pandemic ancestors. Yeah. What? Yeah, ancestors, the pandemic. Yeah. Yeah, so they already know how this, yeah, and there's a committed situation. Okay, but let me show you this. This is what I'm saying about how it's connected to some type of situation around love, right? And first thing first, it's going to kill a lot of people. And look what it says, that they know, right? They know about it killing and harming a lot of people, okay? See, it's about people who make faulty decisions and are obsessed with certain situations and being certain ways and doing certain things and not changing their ways. That's the main objective that I'm getting. But I'm also picking up unconditional love betrayal. So like people that are doing things that, you know, are on the low, like infidelity and things like that. And it's like, it becomes like an outbreak. You know what I'm saying? Behind those type of things. And it's being, and people starting to feel it, like crying and being, you know, upset about hearing the news that they may have this, but really in actuality, it's all behind them supposed to be in some type of committed relationship. Now, this could go not just with the LGBT community, because that's the first thing ancestors threw out to me, that it would be heightened in that community, but it could also flow into other communities as well. I also feel like there's something attached to, well, the ancestors definitely gave me help, okay? So that's one thing. And it will affect people's careers too. Specifically, it'll affect transportation, okay? When it comes to this pandemic, it will definitely affect transportation in some shape, form, or fashion, mainly, okay? I want to pull some cards from this deck around the pandemic. What were you trying to tell me in reference of the pandemic in the LGBT community? Secret trip. Now here is transportation as well, and this is a helicopter. I just had that come out when I'm asking about a pandemic. So there's some type of situation, and I have rival competition on the bottom. Yeah, see out of this space, and caregiver and medical staff. It's like as if there will be things that people are going to need medical care. They're going to need, you know, assistance. You know, they're going to need caregivers. You know. And it's going to be something that's like very high, you know, out of this world. It's going to be some things that are going to be like, the numbers are going to be like topping. Like they're going to come out and say, we have an astronomical amount of people that need help and care in reference of this situation. You see what I'm saying? What else about the pandemic? Yeah, things being concealed, you know, gift and package. You know, sometimes things like that can be given to people, right? Yeah, they're going to have a lot of meetings, underground meetings about this situation. Pandemic, what else do we need to know? And here it comes again. See, the pandemic is going to create people to have medical assistance, con man behind it. See? So it's like, it's something to that, the medical, and going to the ancestors. There's the ancestors, deaths, right? Clarity on the Saturn energy that's here about the pandemics that's going to occur. What was you trying to say in reference of the STDs and so forth? Okay, so I have fraud in reverse, okay? Democrats here. What else can you tell us about the pandemic around this Saturn energy? Stop trafficking and hidden burial. So to me, and then when I look at that, let me look at that also on the ladder. It may be a heightened amount of people in these areas. Like also, we may see a lot come out about the United Kingdom, India, right? And states here would be like Ohio, places like that, Georgia. We may hear about places like Australia, Saudi Arabia, you know, all these places also in reference of these nations trying to come together whenever this pandemic does start to occur, right? This will become some type of situation where, you know, we're gonna have to try to band together, or either these will be the countries that you'll hear about things that, you know, are happening as well around this pandemic. Now, this pandemic also could have some type of situation around heart health. When I was talking about health, but not just about this, also the sexual transmuted diseases, but also cardio issues on a rise in these areas and around this pandemic. Okay, cardio problems and liver disease as well is what I'm seeing here. Liver disease and cardio problems when it comes to health. So we may see a lot of health issues, a lot of heart attacks, a lot of people having heart problems, a lot of liver issues. Hey, Tiff. So it's going to be a lot, family. Okay, let me get clarity on this in reference of the health and the pandemic. How is this going to affect the American people? How is this pandemic going to affect the American people? Ancestors, show us in reference of the energy here that is Saturn and Mars. The Four of Cups. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot, and the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. In between the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is kind of like a lot of death, a lot of grieving, a lot of things having to be given to the American people to take. They're going to try to give you something, and a lot of American people are going to be avoiding it because the last time of what we went through, right? So we're in between this is my in between deck, right? So I'm using that to clarify. This is the in between tarot. So the answers are saying, this is also us putting up the battle. This is the 7 going into the 8 of Wands. This us running away from the things and trying not to accept and standing our ground, right? When it comes to this new pandemic, not wanting to take what they're going to give us because we already know what it was before, okay? Yeah, and working together, the 3 of coins, okay, with the 4 of coins, okay? So putting our minds together and trying, and there's the Sun card with the Judgment connected. So the answers is like, listen, it's just a period of us getting through this same situation that we went through before, but it is going to have to take us working all together to get through this situation. It is going to be a lot of deaths, though. Ancestors and angels here. But ancestors said there's going to be a lot of red flags. This pandemic could even, you know, be behind some type of power, and it also can cut a lot of things off. Power supply just came out as well. But the way that I feel is this has a lot to do with, and the pandemic could be around some type of power supply. Okay, the grid is shown on this picture. Okay. So that could be something. Also, it came out with the fraud and the cybersecurity, so it was in reverse. So it could be something revealed in reference of cybersecurity. But I do feel like the health pandemic definitely has a lot to do with it. Now, some people say that it can be some type of situation, like I was saying early, with the you know, it's definitely going to be a big killer. Okay, let me say that first and foremost, because that was one of the first things that come out. But you know, you see that serial killer card is, my card is about something occurring over and over like it's happened before. So this is going to be something similar to what happened before. We kept getting the medical staff, so this is definitely going to be a medical situation. But the way that I feel with answers is giving us that full moon is definitely about water. So it could be something attached to the water family. But it's also going to affect, like I said, the careers of people. And it's also going to be some type of transformation. It's going to be a change in the laws, the change in policies based off of what the ancestors is trying to say. It's going to bring some things that, you know, through that darkness of that period, is definitely going to bring some type of light. Okay. When can we expect to see this situation happen? It's definitely going to be a lot of betrayal, though. Crying. And something about transportation has something to do with it, okay? The cards that I got out of the normal was the answers gave the Mars, which is actually us being very uncomfortable. Also, this being something that may come in from a foreign country, dealing with more or less in reference of foreign people. I also got the Capricorn energy, okay? But that's the 9. Answers is also saying that Capricorn energy is about how it's going to become relative for everyone. It's going to be some type of situation where we're going to have to really, really pray through it. We're going to have to really, really, you know, look at things as a collective and help each other. Because remember, we got that 3 of Pentacles, and then we have the full moon energy here. Okay, so that's answers is telling us about, you know, with a full moon, that's about release and reassessing some things. Okay, and transformation. So it's definitely going to transform the way we do a lot of things here in the world. Yeah, that kind of fell out as well in reference of the Hangman. It's definitely some sacrificial things going to be happening, and I have the Hierophant in reverse. You have to have faith throughout this situation. Also, that's the government turned upside down in a big way around this situation. But look at the fire on the Hierophant in this deck. It's like things, you know, being sacrificed, being you know, put on fire in reference of some things. And hopefully it's not the fires that reignite based off of that type of situation, but that I had to tell you about that as well. So that's what I'm seeing about the pandemic. Okay. Let me ask the ancestors, what's the time frame in reference of when we should see something come out about the pandemic? What's the time frame in reference of the pandemic? What's the time frame? What's the time frame, ancestors, in reference of the pandemic? What can you tell me about the time frame in reference of the pandemic? The time frame, ancestors. In reference of the next pandemic for the United States. What's the time frame? Time frame for the next. Oh. Mm. Mm. In the next 8, I want to say 8 weeks, 8 months, but I want to also say September, August or September, around that time frame, around August or September, latter part of this year is what I'm seeing. Okay, that's when the time frame is, the latter part of this year. All right. My God, what y'all say? I need a vacation from this today. I know, right? Sounds like what's going on right now could be the loss of medical care for LGBT people. That's why the caregiver and the medical staff kept coming up, and ancestors kept hollering out about the LGBT. I don't know why that was like one of the main things in reference of like a heightened medical situation with them, and it flooding out to the rest of the collective. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why, but that's what it was. And definitely with the serial killer coming up. But yeah, that could be it too, Tangeless. That's a good one too. Yeah. Okay. So the next one I have on the list is about the IRS. Okay. They just asked specifically what is going to happen in reference of the IRS. So I know a lot of people want to know about that too. What is, because I know he's trying to get rid of certain agencies and so forth, but specifically they asked about the IRS. Okay. So, I'm going to look at the IRS and see what the ancestors tell us in reference of what's the future for the IRS. All right, under this government, ancestors, show us what's the future for the IRS under this government. What's the future for the IRS under this government? What's the future for the IRS under this government? What's the future for the IRS under this government, ancestors? Thank you. Yeah, they made a commitment to this. The commitment is definitely there. And what's odd about this spread is that it has a lot here in reference of being a bond. Okay. It's like a bond that can't be broken. Okay. Now you remember, these are truth in the words. Everything here is always allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So I have to say that for YouTube purposes, but look at the words and think of it in the background of what the ancestors is trying to tell us here. Okay. The first card out was bond. So the ancestors is definitely saying that, listen, there is a bond in reference of the IRS and the government. Don't get it twisted, okay? They may try to manipulate us in reference of saying, yeah, they may be trying to get rid of it, but there's still some type of love in reference of them getting to the money, right? The ancestors is saying, it's all about them choosing. They have elected to have them as something that is programmed, a robotic system to take over the collective, to take over the money from the people, right? This is all a family affair. That's what I'm hearing when I've seen this card come out. It's like a lot of love cards in this spread about the IRS, right? Why would we have that here in reference of the IRS and how it's going to be affected with this government? Well, to me, it's like when I see love amongst the IRS and we asking about something that's repetitive and programmed system that they use. Ancestors said they married to the government. They're married to them. It's like them having an affair. It's like they may have stepped out one time, right? But they still have that commitment with them. See the oath on the bottom of the deck? When I ask them what's to come in reference of that, it's like a serious bond. You know what I'm saying? They can't get rid of when they're married to a system, when that system is programmed to them. They can't get rid of it like that because they chose it. You see what I'm saying? They have a bond with the government, right? So don't feel like they're gonna just up and get rid of them. It's hard. That's just like a relationship. That's what this is. It's like they have a relationship. That's what Ancestors is telling us. They have a relationship with the IRS. Don't get it twisted. Clarity on the spread, Ancestors, in reference of the IRS. Look, okay, the IRS and the government at this time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and there's oath still here. So it's definitely telling me, listen, look at this, but they could be betrayed. See, they could be betrayed with this bond that they have. So it's funny that we're getting a lot of relationship cards, right? On this love for the IRS, there's crying. So there is something that could happen in reference of that. I do feel like that it is some things that are going to change. Okay. I'm gonna pull some of these cards because that's pretty much what I'm getting from the spread of what I'm seeing here, what Answers is saying about the IRS and the government and how it's gonna be. And it's like, listen, they're looking to get rid of it. Okay, they're looking to get rid of it, but there's some imprisonment here. So they're looking to get rid of it because they're scared of imprisonment in reference of the IRS and the government. How is that situation going to pan out for the collective? Okay, I got some cards that fell on the floor. Friend and celebration. Okay. Now when I seen that fall out on the floor, that's like coming together again with the new world order. So it's like they're gonna have some type of agreements. Okay. It's like they know that they have to stay connected to them. They know. You see? Clarity on the IRS and the government in reference of all this love energy here. Look, family, look what came up. I can't make this up. Here's the devil and here's the money. Okay, here's the devil and here's the money. Okay, so they're connected to that. Okay, this is all about money. This is all about the devil and its money, right? This is a life insurance plan for the collective, right? I mean, for the government, right? They're watching it happen. And then there's some type of making a deal. So there will be a deal that will be made. There's some type of insurance that will be made. So it's like, we're going to make a deal with you guys, and we're going to have some type of insurance of what we want to know, what we want to happen. That's what they're going to do in reference of the government, right? They're watching them. They're probably even looking at exactly their information right now, how they go about doing everything, with the IRS and the government. What do we need to know about the outcome of the situation? Premeditated. Something's going to happen that they're planning right now based off of something that was routine for the IRS. Yeah, Answers said yes, they're in danger. Okay, that's good. That's correct. So the IRS is in danger of some things changing for sure. What is going to change with the IRS? Can you tell me? What is going to change with the IRS and the government? What is going to change? Abuse and neglect. How they've been abusing us and neglecting us as a collective. And I have high vibes. I mean, so some changes of some things are going to be changed because of, people feel like they've neglected or they've been abusing our pockets, yes, for years, right? So there's going to be some changes. What else is the change that's going to happen for the IRS? Look, as Sister said, justice. Now we got no wrong way, and we got justice and karma. So there may be some legal aspects to it, but it looks like some things are going to be said no to, which we got that came out as well. Okay, in reference of some type of affair. So there is something that could go wrong or could go on with the situation between them two, and it looks like it's going to go legal, right? It's going to go legal. Okay, clarity on the justice and the karma for the IRS. Okay, it looks like some things. Yeah, Answers is still saying no. So it's like we won't get justice, or they may not get justice in reference of taking the IRS to court, or vice versa. What can you tell us about the IRS and the government? Fired. There will be a lot of people fired, packing their boxes up and leaving, having to leave out. So there will be a lot of people that have to leave their government job working with the IRS. Okay, they will be fired, getting rid of. On the bottom of the deck is the trash. So it will be a lot of people that will be fired and gotten rid of. Okay, so the people that work for the IRS, you better get prepared for this, because they're coming in. They're going to try to get rid of the IRS. They're going to try to fire people. Okay, it's going to go to court. What else can you tell us about the future for the IRS and the government? The future for the IRS and the government. Just tell us a little bit more. Something about school and dismemberment. So trying to get away from maybe educating people about, or even to be able to help people that are trying to maybe go to school for certain things, or maybe even tuition reimbursement amongst the IRS or something of that sort. It's something around school and dismemberment with the IRS and the government. Trying to educate themselves on how to get rid of or detach from. Maybe that's another way we can look at that as well. Clarity in reference of the tarot with the government and the IRS. What's to come with the government and the IRS? What's going to be the results in reference of the IRS and the government, ancestors? The IRS and the government. Thank you. Two of Swords in reverse. There will be some type of conclusion or decision made. That decision is between the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords in reverse, though. And then the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and it looks like they're walking up some stairs to some type of government building. So this is something that is definitely it's going to definitely be some type of decision that's made, and it's going to be very painful to those that are in this job or in the IRS or anything like that, is what I'm seeing here. And what's on the bottom of this, the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands, in between the King of Wands and the Page of Wands. And what's on here is people walking out with robes. Walking out the building with robes on, and this looks like they're walking up to some type of government building, but the judges and the jurors are walking out. So it could be the decision being made, and it definitely looking like, to me, it's some things that are going to turn for the worse in this situation. All right, that's probably why we're seeing the devil and the money. In the painful situation attached to the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. I feel like this is clarity on the Two of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords with the government and the IRS. Clarity on that and that King of Wands. Yes, here it is. Okay, so the wheel is turning and the Hermit is here. So it's like there with depth, and in this deck, it's like the Hermit is sitting on a wheel. Okay, so it's death and the Death card on the bottom of the deck. So something is coming to an end. Okay, with the Hermit and the Death card here. And it's the Temperance on the other side of that. So it's in between. It's like a judgment call, right? This is definitely something, and that's not even a judgment card. That's the Death card. But I am seeing, and it's making me feel like, with the Hermit card, that is still attached to some form of darkness, right? But the wheel is like things are turning. This is like karmic, right? So I do feel that there is going to be some type of justice prevail, but it's also going to be some trying times within this situation. I do feel like with that card that we've seen with the people walking out the government building, there could be some people that have to walk out and leave their jobs. Like I said before, there could be some type of laying off or, being pushed out rather, right? But all of that comes to say that this is going to be a painful event. Like, yeah. It's also like, these people are going to be praying. These people are going to be praying, family. It's like they're being isolated in a way away from all of the things that are happening. It's like, how Elon and them, or in the government and them, were like, we're going in and we're gonna they're gonna have to make some kind of deal, like it said here. But it's, remember how they were saying to come to some type of justice or conclusion, right? But how they were saying that they had went in and they were firing everybody and things like that. That's what these people are gonna be praying for. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be praying that the wheel turns and get away from this devil. But in all, he firing up people, giving people their boxes to go. Sad, but that's what it's showing. What y'all see in the comments? Good, they can go. Leave my money alone, right? The IRS makes the government world go round. Yes, it's a big connection to them both. Hey, Chrissy. It's a big connection to them both. And that's why the life insurance card came up, because it's kind of like, we need insurance that you're going to do this by us. Of course, the big ones, right? The ones with the money, right? Those are the ones that trying to make something come through, right? That's what Answers say. Yep, that's correct, right? Those are the people who feel like, they have this going on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I definitely feel that. I feel like the Answers is definitely telling us about that. And then that's funny how all those relationship cards came out, but definitely showing us it's going to be an end and a new beginning to some new thing that happens with the government and the IRS. There's going to be a lot of decisions made, right? With those Two of Swords moving around. And but that's conflict too, with them swords, right? And painful conflict too. But a lot here in reference of the way the different cards came out. especially with the no and like, the crying on the love, right? Showing them love, but then the betrayal with the bond between the government and the IRS. See, there's some betrayal here. See that? That's that betrayal. See? So they're doing some things, and it's like the things that they've always had happen. Because my program card means something that has happened for years and years and years. It's like robotic. It's constantly the same thing over and over. That's how the IRS runs. But it's like there's gonna be some things that start to happen with that. So, but they already know. They know, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the messages that I have in reference of the pandemic, the IRS against the government, which of course, family, all of this is, for entertainment purposes only. It's non-factual. The energy always shifts. Things always change. I can just tell you what the ancestors show me in the cards, all right? Okay, now, what's the next question? Oh, crypto and the economy, right? How is the money going to go? Now, I used to do when I remember we looked at the BRICS for like a long time, and I haven't heard anything about the BRICS lately, right? When we did the last world reading here, and I've done a few world readings over the years, that was one of our main questions, right? Was about the BRICS. Today, I'm going to just ask about the overall economy for the United States specifically and see what the ancestors can tell us of what's happening or what's to come in reference of the economy, and also ask the ancestors to give us some info on the crypto. So I will ask a few questions in reference of the economy. Overall, I'm just going to pull a few cards out of this deck and then pull some from the other deck that I've been using, okay? Let's go ahead and start with my ancestor deck first. Let's see what the ancestors want to tell us about the economy for the United States. Ancestors, show us in the cards. What is it that we need to know? The overall energy around the economy for the United States. What is to come for the economy over the United States? The economy over the United States. Wow. All right. Ancestors is showing us a lot here. Okay, first things first. Okay, what I have to look at first for the economy and what came out is this is emotional balance, Neptune, and then the sun. A lot of sacrifices. Okay, that's all about being emotionally caught up in a lot of our emotions around finances in a big way, family. Okay, that Neptune energy is all about them and that Titan energy that I got out first was all about people being used in different ways around financial situations. Okay. What it's coming back is like the ancestors is going to have to help us get through a lot of it. Okay. It's all coming down to people walking and operating out of integrity. And if they don't, then that's when we're going to be suffering. It's going to be a lot of warnings. It's going to be a lot of people doing things that they know they're not supposed to do. It's going to be a lot of people using technology to control the outcome and reference of our economies. It's going to be a lot of that around AI and things of that sort is what I'm seeing here. It goes right back to what I was telling you guys about the diseases, okay? That is going to have some type of, situation around the economy, okay? Because with those pandemics, it affects the economy as well. So the diseases is what that Neptune energy is also telling us about. And then we also have here in reference of some things that the ancestors is saying, yes, it's going to be prosperous for some, but for some, it's going to be not so prosperous times. It's going to, be where people are going to be needing a lot of help as well. But I am seeing it's going to take a lot of sacrifices in reference of people having to, work through these situations and work through these problems that are going to come in reference of the financial situation. It's going to be a lot of people restricted, and a lot of people having to put a lot of boundaries up when it comes to their finances in a big way, not spend the same way that you used to spend, not do the same things that you used to do. Clarity on the economy, ancestors, out of this deck. That's what I got with that deck. economy for the United States of America. What can you tell us about what's to come for the economy for the United States? Woo. Okay, that flew out on the table. Bias, okay, flew out. Gangs, I don't know what's up with that, and drowning. Um, those were the three cards that flew out on the table. I just feel like that's answers is telling us that there's going to be a lot of people being biased amongst the collective. Okay, those gangs, don't look at it as being the actual gangs. Look at it as being, people that are coming up against the United States economy, outside of the United States, right? That decides that, they're going to bring havoc to the United States, right? Those are still considered like gangs, okay? People that gather up together for one purpose that is not great. That's what gangs pretty much is, right? And then the drowning, right? Drowning in our financial problems and so forth, right? And it becoming very emotional, like I said earlier, about being emotionally, taxed with our minds around our finances, okay, around the economy and so forth. But let's see what else we get that flew out, okay? So that was something Ancestors wanted me to say or show. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me, but later on it will. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be truthful in what the ancestors throw out because I have no control over it, okay? All right, give us the message in reference of the economy for the collective. What is it that we need to know around the economy for the collective ancestors? Sold. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of things sold. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing sold, not told. Ancestors say there's going to be a lot of selling out. It's going to be a lot of things that's going to be sold out. A lot of things you ain't going to be able to find. There's going to be a lot of things you're going to have to understand that you're going to have to sell. Okay, it's a lot of things around sold. Okay, people trying to sell things, family trying to make money, right? It's going to be a lot of things you're not going to be able to find because it's going to have this on it, sold out. Okay, and people selling themselves out as well because of the economy, because of them having to struggle and fight to get money. Okay, so this is what's happening. On the bottom we have medicine, and that could also be in reference of medication. So you may want to get your medication up right now if you need medication or you need some type of medicine to keep you going. And as I said, this sold is also in reference of that same energy. A lot of healing is also in reference of the economy. We're going to need a lot of healing when it comes to the economy, okay? Because it's going to be a struggle, okay? What else? Ancestors in reference of the economy. Greed. Okay, ancestors said there's going to be a lot of greed when it comes to the economy. The ancestors said people are going to be greedy. They're going to be trying to get every piece of penny they can. You know what I'm saying? And and with greed comes envy, comes jealousy. Greed is one of the main sins. So here we go, right? The sinning of American people, of the economy, is greed, and that greed starts from the top and trickles down. And greed also is definitely all about the money. You know what I'm saying? So the answers is giving us the message. On the bottom is hustler. My God. Thank you, ancestors. Look at that. By any means necessary. And I always get that hustler on Donald. I always get that hustler on Elon. I always get that hustler on the politics. Greed. One more ancestors in reference of the economy. What is to come for the United States economy that we need to know about, ancestors? What can you tell us about the United States economy? Education. Something in reference of the education, the oath. So they may be committed in reference of changing something with the education. That goes back to either educating themselves on how to be greedy, how this spread look right here, or educating themselves on how to change things, in reference of the collective. That education also coming out in reference of the economy about, the education suffering, the Department of Education as well, in reference of the economy, and how this is going to really impact, the economy later on down the line in reference of the education of America. This also is saying to me in reference to what the ancestors is saying about the economy and this education. They're educating themselves on how to do this, family. And it's also the economy is suffering because the United States has been sold. because of this. So you will suffer because of the deadly sin and how it's been sold, because people sold their soul. I'm hearing for the dollar bill, y'all. I don't know. You know, my spirits be giving me songs. Yes, changing plans just fell out. What y'all saying? And I'm gonna get back to the other deck. While Trump is in office, the economy is going to go through a lot of ups and downs. Yes, it is. The practice of budgeting will be part of my plan. Yes, please. Trump and Elon are money hungry. You said it. Boom. Okay. And you never know what's up their sleeve. Right. They said the shipments for China will stop. All of Walgreens are closing. Wow. Yes, they're getting rid of the Department of Education. Boom. Ancestors said it. Okay. This is insane. They want really bunch of yes, robots. Ancestors, what else can you tell us about the economy of the United States? Ancestors said that's the truth. Ancestors threw it right out. That's the truth. And it's a distraction. Okay. What can you tell us about the United States economy? Ancestors said they're trying to clean it up, but it's going to be they're going to have to clean it up because it's going to be people rioting and all kinds of stuff. They're going to have to clean it up. What else do we need to know about the economy? Greed again, family. I can't make this up. Family. I can't make it up. This is the main overall message of your economy for the United States, and what you will see and what you will have to deal with is greed. People having their hand in the cookie jar, and they don't care how they're going to get it by any means necessary. Caregiver and medical staff in reverse. So your health will suffer in some shape, form, or fashion. Medical staff will suffer. The economy will go down, and your medical staff will suffer because you may not even have people that's going to be able to be staffed for medical assistance and caregivers, because it came out in reverse when I'm asking about the economy, because they won't pay them because of greed. Yes, that's a fact. Yeah, in business, there's always greed. Correct. And he is all about business. Don't we know it? What else we need to know about the United States economy, ancestors? Thank you. Yeah, they're followed and exposing people, though. Okay, and there's a paper trail. So what will happen is we'll start seeing some of this being exposed. There will become a paper trail in reference of this greed and how stuff was sold, right? And who sold out. You see, once this cleanup starts happening, right? What else can you tell us about their meetings? All kinds of meetings with this con man. See, these are the things that's happening in the background, family. All right, in reference of the United States economy. Ancestors, tell us a little bit about crypto. What do we need to know about crypto? A man-made avoidable situation. So this is some type of in propaganda, fake news. So you need to be careful of what they're telling us and showing us in the news about crypto. Crypto, ancestors. What do we need to know about crypto? Can you tell us about crypto? Imprisonment in a secluded area. So I don't know. People are going to be starting to get, locked up in some things behind crypto, or we may see people getting isolating themselves in reference of getting away from the cryptocurrency. Okay, that flew out. Revenge, final ending. Okay, so we have somebody who wants revenge in reference of crypto, and there will be some type of final ending. Looks like some type of contractual situation that's going to get somebody going to want some type of revenge and a final ending to that. What else can you tell us about the crypto? Confirmed. Somebody's going to regret it. It looks like somebody's going to be getting locked up. Ancestors is confirming it. Now, in the Elon reading, I've had it twice where it says arrested. And we had the imprisonment, and we had the arrest, and we had the crypto about somebody being regretful of the situation. Yeah, low vibrational mail and social media. So this is all being played out on social media. Okay, but it's low vibrational energy that's happening. I want to see what the ancestors say out of this deck about the crypto. Ancestors, can you tell us a little bit about what's going to come for the crypto, for the collective, for the America, for the world, cryptocurrency? What do we need to know? Okay, that flew out. Poison. Ancestors said it's poison. Okay. It's happening, put harm into the collective. What else can you tell us about the crypto, ancestors? Be specific of what we need to know about what's to come for crypto, for the collective, for the Americas. Investigating, questions, gathering a party of people. There's going to be some type of change. Okay. Medicine. Okay, crypto. So the 3 cards that I have in reference of the crypto is going to be some type of change. There's some type of investigation going to happen behind crypto and currency of some sort with the United States or with the world. There's going to be, you need to question crypto. People are going to be questioning crypto, how it's going to work, how they're going to do it. You know, it's going to be that, and it's going to be happening with a lot of people coming together about the questioning and investigation of it. And it's going to be some changes. What's going to happen with this change, ancestors? Show me the change with the crypto, the change with the crypto in the give me the change, clarity on the change around cryptocurrency for the United States of America. Change for the cryptocurrency. Locked up. Medicine still here. Clarity on the locked up and the change. Well, who's going to be locked up? Is that in reference of some type of investigation around some crypto? I got the investigation question and locked up crypto. They had a talent. This is somebody young, unknown, in reference of what's happening. See, we don't know a lot of what's happening in the background, but the ancestors is telling us there's somebody with a talent that's going to get locked up, family. Keep getting this about the economy, about the crypto. There's going to be a lot of changes happening. People are going to be trying to probably steal money. That's probably why it's going to be a lot of people getting locked up. Let's see what's in the tarot, what answers can tell us what's in the tarot. Clarity on this, the change in this crypto and the investigation that you're trying to say here. What's happening with the crypto for the United States? What is it that we need to know in reference to the crypto? Death, ending. The death and the temperance. And then I have the magician. And the magician is between the high priestess. So I have the death, the magician, and the high priestess here. Ancestors saying. So I feel like there could be some type of ending or some type of situation where, remember, we keep getting the medicine on the bottom of the deck. It's like we're going to have to heal from some type of situation, or we're going to have to need some type of help. The death card and the temperance, in between the death card and the temperance for cryptocurrency, ancestors. Cryptocurrency. Thank you. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, and between the Queen of Wands. And then I have the 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck between the 7 of Swords. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands is standing on steps looking down. I feel like this is something that they're trying to create some type of change with the money, family, but it's like they're in between. They don't know how to go forward with it. That's what it looks like. It's like they need some help. And then I seen that magician and the high priestess earlier. It lets me know they're doing some type of occult work behind it too. The Knight of Wands and the Death. What else? Yeah, the Temperance again and the Devil. Okay, yeah, so this in the Tower. So there's going to be something that goes down with crypto. And it don't look too great either, okay? From what I'm seeing. They have hope and pray. They're praying that it can work, though. But something about it is going to be some type of investigation behind it. And there's going to be a change, crypto. Yeah, here's the Justice again. Justice and karma. So there's some type of legal situation that's going to happen behind it. And it doesn't look that great. Look at that darkness. They trying to get everything off that tree. Trying to be greedy, which again, Insta's already told us about the economy and being the greed coming in behind it. What else, ancestors? Yeah, look, debt. Somebody being in debt behind some type of crypto situation. Okay, and I have new life or debt, a fake death. So it's definitely something here. It doesn't look that great. Okay, some type of legal proceeding, because when I asked about crypto a couple of times, I keep getting stuff about it being questioned in some type of judicial situation, some type of change, something about a debt. I have the ending here, okay? And I also see people, they trying to make it happen with this Knight of Wands, but it's like it's being stopped with between the Temperance and the Devil. It's like it's definitely a restriction. It's definitely a restriction. Yeah. Interesting, family. Interesting. And the tower is here in the Two of Cups. So okay, the tower on the bottom of the deck with the crypto, and then the Two of Cups, and then the Strength card, the Page of Coins, the Wheel, the Five of Coins. See, yeah, it's like up and down. They may try to get it going. It's interesting. Yeah, I say sit on that, right? Because I see a lot of debt here and I see that here. So I don't crypto out into jail freeze for now. Right. Chrissy, crazy. Right, Chrissy. I mean, I don't know. It's like as if they're gonna have some type of situation around it. Like as if somebody's gonna try to get in trouble behind it, like some type of investigation behind it. But of course, it all goes back to this. You know what I'm saying? Because we was just asking a specific question on the economy for that, right? About the crypto specifically, because that was one of the questions somebody gave me, so I had to go into that. Okay. Okay. The next questions for the world reading. The government. Okay, what's to come for the government? That was the next question. Or do y'all want me to get into the real estate? Because I have that as the next one. So let's do real estate first, and we'll go into the government last, so that can get kind of lengthy. We already almost at an hour. So let's look at the real estate first. What's up with the real estate market, ancestors? The people want to know, will they be able to buy houses? Will the interest rates go down ever? So let's see what the ancestors say about the real estate market and what's to come for the real estate market, family. Hold on, let me get my cards back in the deck, and we'll see what the ancestors say about this real estate market for those who are, inquiring about that and sent that message to me. What's EM doing with the new government payment system with the Doge? Okay, we'll look at that. And as soon as I get through this real estate, we'll look at that one. Y'all put your questions in here because I'm about to finish with my list, because I only had 5 of people what sent me. Wanting the U.S. help funnel cleaning. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, so we're going to look at that next, Tantalus. Thank you, sis. Okay, so let's look at the real estate market and what's to come for the real estate market. I know my girl Melissa always be having some questions in reference to when I do the world reading, so she's not here today. Let's see. This card want to keep coming out. The real estate market, ancestors. What is it that we need to know around the real estate market? What is to come? Will people be able to buy houses or what? What is to come for the real estate market? Can you show us in the cards, ancestors? What's to come for the real estate market? For the real estate market, what is to come, ancestors? What is to come? Clarity on the spread in reference of the real estate market and what you gave me, ancestors. Clarity on the spread in reference of the real estate market and what you're trying to show me and tell us as a collective in reference of the real estate market, ancestors. What is to come with the real estate market? The real estate market. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, ancestors. Okay, let me pull some cards from here and see what the ancestors say out of this deck too. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what the ancestors just definitely showed us. It's definitely a no. Okay, looks like it's gonna be some loss in reference of the real estate market this coming time, ancestors. Clarity on the real estate market and what we need to know around the real estate market. What do we need to know around the real estate market, ancestors? Show us in the cards around the real estate market, please. Thank you. Real estate, ancestors. The real estate. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Okay, family. This note look great in reference of the real estate market. Okay. Yeah. My God. I mean, yeah. I mean, even Triton on that, right? So we already know that's given, but I'm gonna look at them cards in a few. Okay, so the first two cards out in reference of the real estate market, family, was a bond and a fight. Okay, so those, and you know what, answers is making me feel like the bond and the fight when it comes to the real estate market is like those that have good relationships within the real estate market are going to start fighting over the real estate, sales, and start fighting over the real estate and the land and whatever they want, and feel, it's like it's going to be a fight. These bond is about having a relationship with something, or having a bond, right? A bond with that real estate, that land, bond with that home that you want to purchase, or a bond in reference of you having a bond with even the people that sell real estate, having a bond. And then I'm hearing stocks and bonds. I don't know why, but then it has a fight. So a fight is something that's conflict, it's a altercation in reference of a bond, right? With the real estate market. That's not great, right? Then we have love and loss. Love and loss with the real estate market. You can love something, but you can lose it. Or you can lose something or have a lot of loss in what you love with the real estate market to come. So you have to be very careful with it, because that love and that bond is beside each other. And then underneath of it is fight and loss. Okay. So this is about the real estate market and what's to come. Now look at this. Serial killer and home. Serial killer and home. So this is all about what you want to get in a home, and them actually deciding to cut that off. Like when I'm looking at the spread, it's bond, love, and serial killer. It's fight, loss, and home. It's like as if you could even though you looking at the words, but think of the meanings behind the words, right? Serial killer is done did this, many times over, right? Because it's you killing something, you executing something, you cutting something out, and it's underneath the home, and then it's beside a loss in home, and you fighting. And some people are going to lose homes within this real estate situation. Unfortunately, everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that for YouTube purposes. My nose is itching, so this must be hitting. But also the love and the loss sitting next to that serial killer on the home. It don't look good. The instance is definitely saying the rates and everything is going to be still high. The realm that this is on in reference of what the instance is kicked out. This is all about this is all about things not working out, right? In reference of land, right? This is not good for the real estate market, family, at all. This is all about people in real estate gonna have, they have big egos right now. That may not be the best thing, because they're gonna be the ones fighting for trying to get to something that they're gonna try to have work out for them, and it may not work in their favor. It's a lot of things that are going to be cut off around real estate, like things that you may have had before in the real estate market. It's not going to be the same way. Like, let's say, we were going to give you $25,000 to move into this house as a first time buyer. They're going to cut that off. That's loss. Like, that's the example that the ancestors is saying here. Like, that's what's coming through the cards. Clarity on the spread that's here, ancestors. Clarity on the spread. Yeah, ancestors said, see the conspiracy theory here, and then the stock trafficking is on the bottom. But you got to remember, this is all about, see, the hands is tied. Look at the picture. The hands is tied. Your hands is going to be tied when it comes to the things that people saying, oh, no, that's just a conspiracy theory in reference of how it's going to be. No, it's not. Ancestors is showing it. No, it's not. I'm going to get clarity. They're going to neighborhood right there. Look, ancestors don't be lying here. Once again, that Triton energy that's here, family, this is all about, now it could be about expansion, but it's also about 3 times the blessings and 3 times the curse. Like with this energy, this is definitely telling us about things that are going to be restricted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because of what you've endured. Hold on, let me clarify this spread for us in reference of this coming off like that, family. Whew. Okay, can't talk right now. All right. Clarity on the spread in reference of this real estate market, ancestors. What is you trying to tell us here about this real estate market, ancestors? What are you trying to tell us about this real estate market? Yes. Yep. What you trying to tell us about this real estate market? Wow. Trust. Ancestors saying, look at what we got clarified with this spread about the real estate market, family. Look, they did it. So what you have a bond with in reference of the real estate, instance is saying, they did it. You know what I'm saying? The powers that be that's over the real estate market. It's gonna be a very emotional situation when it comes to the real estate market as well. Love and water was clarified. Also, instance is saying, I don't know why I'm hearing flood. So it's a lot gonna be in reference of water with that, right? What you love and what's to happen with the water, right? Local on the serial killer. So locally, these things are going to happen. There's going to be many deaths to real estate deals locally. For you local real estate people, it's going to be many. Yeah, it's going to be a seller's market. That's correct. Look at the weapon on the fight. Okay, the weapon on the fight. Look at the integrity on the loss. Instances that people not even gonna have no integrity. They're not gonna operate out of integrity because of the loss, losing money and things like that. And on the home is watching. Okay, so people gonna be watching homes, watching neighborhoods for forever, trying to get houses and stuff, watching the interest rates, trying to see when they're gonna be able to move in or get a home. Real estate, ancestors, and real estate. What is it we need to know? Yeah, ancestors and angels. You have to pray on your ancestors and angels in reference of the contracts and the paperwork and so forth. That's what it's saying. A lot of this is all about, things, and that's also about endings too. Ancestors said, listen to your intuition when it comes to real estate. Okay, don't allow people to manipulate you and gaslight you in reference of it. Okay, it's a lot to deal with the real estate with the deep state. Okay, we're all witnessing this. All right, real estate to come. What's to come? Fire element. Okay, so this is in change of plans. Look at that. Look at the blueprint on this card, and look at how it's saying change in plans. People who are building their homes, they're gonna have to change all of that. Like, it's gonna be a change. It's like, how like you try to build your home and you in the process of it and something falls through aggressively. Look, I can't make this up. Look. And look what else came out. Communication too. Changing plans. And so the way I read that, the ancestors threw them all out together, these three. Look at how it came out, family. And look, this also is speaking to the real estate that was the issue in reference of the fire. Look. The fire, the collapse, and the communication is off, but there's going to be a change in plans with that as well. See? What's going to be with this fire situation with those that had the real estate in the fire? Look. An end. Look, an end. The con man in an end. Murdering people for their property. Just like we seen here. My God. What else do we need to know, ancestors, about the real estate for the United States? Low vibrational. Out of this world with what's going to happen, family. It's a lot. Real estate for the United States. Real estate, what is to come? Propaganda, fake news on the news, and abuse and neglect. Yeah, so it's like, and it's all happening from the inside. Just be careful if you're in any type of deal in reference of purchasing a home, okay? Things can go left quickly. It's what it's looking like. And a lot of what's going to be happening based off of interest rates is all regulated by them. Okay. And it's a lot of things that we see here that ain't right in the news. Low vibrational, like she's saying, okay? And it looks like it's going to be some type of collapse. Also, could be a collapse in the real estate market. What's to come for the real estate market, ancestors? What's to come for the real estate market? Yeah. Okay. So even if it is, it could be some type of new beginning. Okay, to it, because I got the Fool in between the Magician. So even if it is a collapse, there could be some type of upscale of things that start to happen later on. Okay, it's all in what you make it. Because I also have the Four of Cups between the Five of Cups. It's like as if you got to go through some things first for us to start feeling relief when it comes to the real estate market. Okay, so that's what I have for the real estate market, family. I mean, it did. This don't look good. You know, I hate to keep saying that about everything, but that's just what it is. You know, it's horrible, family. It's horrible. There's gonna be a lot of people having mental health issues. That's what just blew out. A lot of people because of the economy, because of the real estate, because of everything that's happening. People can't take this type of stuff, family. People just can't take it. You know what I'm saying? That's why Instance gave me that water on love, because it's gonna be very emotional for what people love. People love the money that they get in real estate, especially those that have deals that's going on locally. Instance is saying they're gonna be watching them homes strong. They're gonna be trying to see when it's gonna go down. They're gonna be watching them all along. They're gonna be fighting for their life in reference to what. And the answer said they did it. They did it. Thank you, ancestors. Okay. Let's see what y'all saying in the comments. What'd you say? Would the attorney generals be successful suing Elon regarding his access to the Treasury Department? That's a good one. Thank you, Fatima. Yeah, we're going to look at that. It's going to be a seller's market. If you just said we have to rebudget earlier, this makes sense. Yeah. We'll have to rebudget. And then you see how the economy and then the real estate and all that stuff it's just all just. It's gonna be rebuilt though, because the Fool card did, and the Magician came after that as well. But I'm using the in between deck, so it's like we're gonna be in between some things. That's why I'm using that deck. It's like I want to see what is to come when I use that deck. So it's like some things are gonna shift and change, but we're gonna go through a grunt of some down, when it comes to the real estate and for the economy as well. And the crypto is definitely something being under investigation first before that goes back to normal, Insurance will pay, Queen. New properties are ridiculous for these cheaply made homes. That's correct. Sure is. All right. So what we're going to start with first, because the next one I had on my list for whoever has sent that in says something about, government 47 and Musk. So we're going to start with the question that Tantalus gave me first, which was, what's EM doing with the new government payment system with Doge? What is Elon Musk doing with the government payment system with Doge? And sisters, speak through the cards and tell us, what is Elon doing with the government system with Doge? Speak through the cards and tell us what he is doing. What is Elon Musk doing with Doge in the payment system? What is he doing with that? Show us, ancestors. What is Elon Musk doing with the payment system with Doge? What is Elon doing with the payment system with Doge? Can you show us in the cards, please? Clarity. Drowning. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Wow. Ancestors said, fighting with technology. Can't make this up. Fighting with the beast. That's what he's doing. He's fighting for the technology. He's fighting to be able to fight the government and to have the government with technology. He knows it. He breathes it. He sleeps it, the technology. So he's fighting with that and his money. He's also fighting with his family members, a brother or a sister, about crossing the line and crossing boundaries. He's also fighting with other people that are there in that government that are related in some shape, form, or fashion. Because I got brother and sister, and I got fight before them. Okay, I got fight, brother and sister, and I got boundaries. Okay, this is how it came. Well, this is how it came out in the spread. Okay, So that lets me know he's fighting with people inside in reference of this technology to have courage and trying to take over, and betrayal is here. So this is what he's doing. He's crossing boundaries and he's betraying others. This is a betrayal card. Okay. So he's doing that, and he's doing it out of his emotions in reference of taking over. But let's go in and see clarity on what is he doing in reference of this payment system. Elon Musk, what is he doing in reference to the payment system? Clarity on the spread, ancestors, clarity on the spread. Yeah, ancestors, yeah. Yes, gratitude. He want a deal. He trying to make a deal. The deal always go back to some money, family. Look at what ancestors said from the jump. He fighting and he's stealing. Stealing, burglarized, fight. Clarity on the fight. Why is he fighting? To burglarize, to steal, to take. You know why? Because some technology plan, which is the beast, is already planned, premeditated. This is my plan card, something premeditated. This is why he got a plan. You see, he got a plan that's connected to the technology, it's connected to that payment system and getting into the system. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, but the ancestors is speaking today. So this is why, okay? He wants to steal it. He's going to fight. This is why, to burglarize. He already had that plan in reference of the technology that he wants to get to. Ancestors say he having the courage, but he dirty. Got the courage, but he dirty. Got the courage, but he dirty. He dirty in that courage. Look at this. They got it wrong with somebody's brother or sister. I don't know who this is. We wouldn't probably know unless we knew all the players in the situation. But ancestors said they got it wrong. The brother and the sister. Brother and the sister probably got it wrong in reference of the dirty things that they doing, and maybe even trying to have courage to help them. Because Miss T, he did a reading and said he had help. Then I got the happiness on crossing the boundaries, the sun card. And then the sun card in this deck, you probably can't see it, but this is the sun card, okay? The sun card in this deck is a yes as well, just like in tarot. And the sun card is the happiness card. And he's having happiness and saying yes to the crossing the boundaries. You see that? Ancestors is showing me the betrayal. Ancestors said, thank you. It is some betrayal there. Definitely betrayal. Behind some type of deal he trying to make, and the deal he already made because he already paid for it. See, that's why it's a deal. Why would it be a deal for you to get some type of payment system that ain't you? You don't even have a clearance. You don't even have a clearance. He makes me mad, y'all. What's Elon doing with this new government payment system with the Doge? Disposing of evidence. Instance said disposing of evidence. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Manipulation and gaslighting, controlling. That's what he's doing. What is he doing? What is his plan? What is his plan? Look at it now! And sisters, when I tell you they come through, look at this. When I ask what's the plan? Treason and AI. Look. Ancestors don't lie, family. Everything here is allegedly for YouTube purposes. I have to say that. But you see this treason and you see what he all about. As I said, he's treason, traitor, and it's farm money. He ain't from here. And you got your AI, your robots right there. What goes along with that? See, this is his plan. This is his plan. This is what he wants to do, family. This is your answer. And look what ancestors got on the bottom of the deck. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up, family. Unavoidable disaster. It's a man-made unavoidable disaster. Look at that, family. Look at this. This is your answer. See that? And it's going to blow up, too. So that's our answer. I'm going to take it for what it's worth. Answer said, that's all you need to know, because that's right there just told us everything we need to know. Treason. That's the straight traitor because of this. See that? That's his plan. When I ask, what's his plan? This is the plan. Look at this. This is just like getting it. Look. It's just like getting it. Technology, which is AI. Look at the treason on the premeditated. You see what I'm saying? That's the takeover. That's the takeover. and then get rid of the evidence. Clean it up, because I don't want nobody to know, and I don't want nobody to see. See? But what's to come when this plan gets into play, family and sisters? What's to come for him when this plan goes over? Follow the money. Ancestors said, follow the money. This is repetitive situation that's happened. What is to come for him after this happened? Ooh. My God. They watching him. A higher power watching him. What is to come when he gets this plan into play with this AI and this technology? Ancestors saying, yes, it's premeditated. Ancestors don't lie, family. Look at that. Look, it's going to go cold. And he's going to have to walk away. It's going to go cold and he's going to have to walk away, family. Look. It's going to go cold. He's going to have to walk away. That's what's going to happen. That death is also an ending, which actually also came in reverse. So it was like as if he's trying to make it happen regardless. But it's just they're frozen. And look what's underneath of that. Yo, I can't make this shit up. Look at that. This is what's going to be the outcome. He's going to get fired and it's going to be frozen out. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, man, that was crazy. Thank you, ancestors, for the messages. Wow. I know I've been waiting since October. A lot of people are having trouble getting the insurance payment. Yeah. Oh, you saying you've been waiting since October for something. Yeah, that's because of them and all that stuff they're doing. Insurance will, yeah. You talking about the insurance for your home and stuff during that time. Yeah, they said that, they were saying that, he came here about all that stuff. Yeah, the Terminator definitely, right? Judgment Day. But they were saying that Trump had came here about all in, North Carolina, about all of the Western North Carolina getting their money and stuff like that. And my family told me they still waiting. They still waiting on their money. They ain't got that money yet, even though he came down here like he was getting ready to, I'm getting ready to make it happen. He ain't did nothing yet, family. He ain't did nothing yet for them people. Them people still waiting. God bless their soul. It's just horrible. Horrible, family. Horrible. Okay? Horrible. All right. So, what was your question, Fatima? I got to stroll back up because we're going to ask that because that was a good one. And then I think I will wrap it up, family, after this one because it's been an hour and 20 minutes. Time be flying, family. Time be flying. Also, I put up a new reading of Rodney King today. Go check that reading out. And I also got some other readings coming as well for you guys over here. And for my Patreon, you guys got a couple of ones that haven't got over here. So go check those out as well, okay? All right. I think the one that I did not put over here for Patreon is Foxy Brown. I think I did Prodigy over there. A couple of other ones, okay? Will the Attorney General be successful suing Elon regarding his that guy loyalty to himself only? Yes, it is, Chrissy. The Attorney General successfully sued Elon, read the Treasury Department. Yeah. Will Attorney Generals be successful suing Elon regarding his access to the Treasury Department? Will he be sued and will they be successful with getting his tail locked up or whatever, ancestors, for all that he's doing anyway with the Treasury and with everything that he's doing with this Doge? What will the Attorney Generals be successful with locking him up, ancestors? Will they be successful with locking him up and suing him? Will they be successful with locking him up and suing him both, or just suing him? Tell us, ancestors, through the cards. Elon, what will happen in reference of Elon Musk, in reference of this Attorney General? I got the yes. Attorney General with Elon Musk, ancestors, yes. And then there's the child trauma. This man definitely got some child trauma. I'm just going to clarify this. I'm going to clarify this right now because I want to know. Clarity on the spread in reference of Elon Musk. I can't take all of that. You're trying to tell me too much. Just clarity on the spread of will he be sued, or will the Attorney General be able to get him with suing him and with arresting him? How is that going to work for Elon Musk in reference of this Treasury Department? Ancestors, show us in the cards, please. Elon Musk, what's to come for him in reference of this situation with the treasurer, please? I keep getting stuff about brothers and sisters and his friend. So it's like family members helping him in the background, family. Mhm. Yeah, right. Right. The king one was a good one, right? Okay. So this is the first two cards that came out in his spread about him. There's a promise, okay, in reference of him going at this information. There's somebody promising to do something or to react to some type of situation with him in this attorney general. Okay, so I feel like that's the attorney general promising that they're going to do something on him. But I have the ego and I have the underground, so that lets me know, he has a big ego. We know that, right? But I also feel like the attorney general also knows that he has an ego and they're doing some things that's hidden, that's not really exposed at this moment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I feel like with this sun coming out and alive, okay, both of these are on here, so they're aware. I feel like the attorney general is aware that they're going to do something, and they're saying, and this is a yes. Anytime the sun card comes out multiple times in my spread, I'm taking that as a yes, because the sun card is shining light in reference of the things that he's doing while he's alive and aware and doing it. Okay, so will the attorney general be successful suing Elon regarding his access to treasurer? We have yes. We have a sun card here while he's alive and he's aware and doing these things. And also the attorney general is aware of some things that he's gonna do something. That's a yes. Okay. Now I do have the neglect on the caretaker. Okay. So, and that's connected to the promise. So the caretaker to me would go back to the president because he's under him in reference of all that he's doing, right? So I feel like the neglect is that. And I feel like the promise is in reference of, maybe the president promising the attorney general, I'm going to take care of it, I'm going to take care of it, but he really not. You know what I'm saying? He's like witnessing the whole situation. But now I have a witness and I have revenge. So I do see that there's going to be some type of situation where the attorney general is going to get some type of revenge. I feel like, hey, Miss T, I do feel like that there's going to be some type of situation where we're going to see it play out. I'm going to ask the ancestor cards. And then this is why I said somebody's brother and sister keep coming out and a friend, because we had this earlier when we asked about Elon, about a brother and a sister. I don't know if he has siblings. I don't know if they're connected to this whole Doge situation that he's doing as well. But it's like I have the cleanse. So the brother and the sister is helping cleanse this thing up. You see what I'm saying? Not sure why that keeps coming out. Let me ask the ancestors out of this deck what's going on with this. Okay. Will the attorney general be successful suing Elon regarding the access to the treasurer department? Ancestors, will the attorney general be successful suing Elon with the situation with the treasurer department? Can you tell us, will the attorney general be successful? Yes, he will. Yes. And it's going to cost them some money. Look what the answers gave us. It's going to be trauma for him. It's going to be trauma for him. They're going to be successful. That 9 is the success, and that 9 is legal. Okay, so it's some money going to be behind it. Yeah. And then we got the Aquarius energy, which is all about law enforcement. Okay, so that's definitely yes. That's a yes. Okay, that's a yes. And then we got a yes in the spread. So he gonna get in trouble. I told y'all I kept getting arrested in his spreads. Go back and watch all his readings that I've done on here. I've done his first of all, I've been doing Elon readings before people was even thinking about Elon. Okay, I did Elon readings back in 2023, and I got those readings, and I did a side by side. And I'm gonna repost that side by side so y'all can go back and see. Elon does a lot of magic. Okay, that's how he was able to work some things out, and he knows technology. Between the magic and the technology, you can rule the world. Okay, you got a mastermind, zeros and ones. The computer is here, right? I know I'm an engineer as well. All right, what's the outcome in reference of this attorney general and Elon Musk get in trouble behind the Treasury Department situation? Ancestors. Inside. Yes, the inside job. Yeah, and it's connected to some type of DNA. I keep getting like family. 30 in reference of Elon. Mind control, weapon. So there is some type of mind control, and for him to obey, there's a breakup and a separation. It's the plot twist. Now, I feel like that's the separation in reference of Trump pushing back. See what I'm saying? There's gonna be some type of separation. That's the plot twist, family. There's gonna be a change in this, and it's gonna be some money involved in this situation. Now, yeah, we're gonna be able to watch it, and people gonna be partying. We're gonna be able to watch it on social media. Elon Musk getting in trouble. Yeah, it's gonna be some type of situation with it. I feel like people gonna feel like, yeah, I feel like it's an optical illusion. What we're looking at right now, it's kind of like being in the twilight zone for sure, right? So yeah, family, yeah, success, yeah. And he may have success running away as well and escaping the situation. Okay, he may have some success with that, but he gonna have to pay some money. Okay, I'm seeing that he gonna have to pay some money about getting in trouble. He may, yeah, as I said, down the rabbit hole we go, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if like they'll wind up, can they? Yeah, look, boom, Fatima, there you go. That's the answer. See the caught with the handcuffs? Yeah. But it's all really a distraction, family. So don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted. Outcome for him, I'm just going to pull one last card in reference of the outcome, and we'll wrap it up. What's the outcome, ancestors, for Elon? What is the outcome for Elon in reference of this situation with the Treasury Department and any other things he's done? Clarity on the outcome, please. The Ace of Coins. I keep getting money, and look at the time. See, that time is ticking, even though he got that money. And the World card is here, completion. Okay, so that Ace of Coins is in between the Two of Coins, which is all about your money depleting. His money may be depleting, family. Yeah, his money may deplete in due time. And remember, we had the 9 and the success with the Attorney General and the money. So it may be some things come out, and here go the 8 of Coins with the and the 9 of Coins. So it's like see how it's like a person trying to dictate some things. That could be also something coming down for him, and the Devil card on the bottom of the deck, the toxic behavior. Yeah, I just feel like oh yeah, and on this card it do give dates. This shows February the 5th and February the 6th. So something about those 2 dates for him, okay? That was just a few days ago. It's on the clock. It's on the thing. And it's like time is ticking. Time is ticking. And the month, this is the Ace of Coins between the 2 of Coins. And the 2 of Coins is not a lot of money. The Ace of Coins is a lot of money. So it's kind of like you deplenished from a lot to a little. Is all I'm saying, family. All right. So that's what I have in reference of the good old must. The good old must. Okay. Something about his family. I don't know what that is that keep coming out about his brother or sister. I don't know if he even had. Does he? I mean, y'all can probably tell me. Let me see in the comments. Y'all tell me about. What you say? Yes, I'm about to watch the Right to King reading. I was 2 years old. Yeah, you was young. Yeah. When that happened, I also watched the documentary about it and interviewed the cops that were involved. Yeah, they got off. That's why the riots happened. Yeah. But I think they wound up recharging them, or 2 of them or something like that. I can't remember. It's been so long. I was like young too. But I remember it though. And I remember seeing it on TV and stuff. My family was upset. Good. Let his money bleed dry, because he's not making good decisions with it right. He's using it for bad. And he's demonic. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. So that is the world reading. I went over the health pandemic situation, the IRS. We went over crypto, the economy. We went over the real estate market. And we went over the government with Elon and the questions y'all asked. He has a younger brother and a sister. Oh. Wow. Well, they're going to be trying to clean something up for him. Okay, that's what came up. Cleanse. They're going to be trying to clean something up for him or with him. So they're helping him. Wonder what they do. Wonder what they do. You got all kinds of people helping him, honey. 4 paternal half siblings. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Ancestors don't lie, though. Ancestors don't lie. Okay. When it come out, I'll be finding out later. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Y'all be a clarification, confirmation. Okay. Y'all always tell a sister what is going down when the ancestors throw it out. Okay. I'm grateful. Okay. I'm grateful. Thank you, ancestors. Okay, well, I got to get ready to go, family, because I got to do me some work, and it ain't about no dang on Super Bowl, okay? Because I ain't watching them because I already made my predictions on Patreon. Okay, I already know who's gonna win it, and we're gonna watch this play out as they always do, right? And I got to do me some work, some spiritual stuff. And I'm probably going to do some more readings as well for the channels and for Patreon today. Okay. So that is what I have, family. I was going to go Patreon. I was going to go live with y'all a little later on tonight, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll decide later. All right, family. So much love to y'all. And I'm getting ready to roll. I got to cleanse my cards and everything. And I will see y'all soon, okay? Much love to y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Hit the like button on the video if you're coming in afterwards. All right? Peace, family. Peace.